4.12 is sum to infinity. For sum to infinity, we use S is equals to A divided by 1 minus R. In this question, our A is 1, and for R we will use second term divided by first term, which will be 3 over 5. So our S is equals to A1 minus R will become 1 divided by 1 minus 3 over 5, which is 1 divided by 2 over 5, and this will become 1 divided by 2 over 5 is 5 over 2. So our answer for 4.12 is D. 4.13 again says the sum to infinity. So our A is 6, R is second term divided by first term, which will be 3 over 2 divided by 6, which is 3 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 6, and it will be 3 over 12, which can be written as 1 over 4. Now our sum will be S is equals to A divided by 1 minus R, which will be S is equals to 6 divided by 1 over 4 is 0.25, 1 minus 0.25 is 0.75, and if you divide 6 by 0.75 it will be 8. So 4.13 is B. 4.14 again says sum to infinity. The first term or A is 1. Our R will be second term divided by first term, which will be half, and therefore our sum will be S is equals to A divided by 1 minus R, which is 1 over 1 minus half is half, and 1 divided by half is equivalent to 2. So 4.14 is C. 4.15. The sum of infinity of the following geometric progression. The geometric progression has first term as A, which is 1 over 1.1. R is equivalent to 1 over 1.1 square divided by second term divided by first term, which is 1.1, and it will be 1 over 1.1 square divided by 1 over 1.1, which is multiplied by 1.1. This and this will cancel, so we will have 1 over 1.1 as our R. Now our S is equals to A divided by 1 minus R, which will be A is 1 over 1.1 divided by 1 minus 1 over 1.1. And if we solve this, it will become is equals to 1 divided by 1.1 divided by 1.1 minus 1. I have actually done two steps together. I have taken the LCM in a one go, and it will be 1 over 1.1 multiplied by 1.1 minus 1 is 0.1, and if I convert divide into multiply, it will become 1.1 divided by 0.1. So this will be 1 divided by 0.1. This and this will cancel each other, which will be 1 divided by 0.1, and which will be 10. So our answer is 4.15 C. 4.16 says that the first term of an AP is 14, and the sum of the first 5 terms and the first 10 terms are equal in magnitude. Equal in magnitude means that if the first 5 terms sum is 5, the second 10 terms will have the sum of 5 too. The magnitude or the quantum or the amount will be same, but opposite in sign. By this it means that if the, for example, sum of first 5 terms is 7, the sum of the first 10 terms will be negative 7. Or if the sum of first 5 terms is negative 8, for example, the sum of first 10 terms will be 8. Equal in magnitude, the quantity or the number is same but opposite in sign. If one has a positive sign, other will have a negative sign. If one has a negative sign, other will have a positive sign. The third term of the AP is, so we have to actually find the third term. We know that nth term is equals to A plus n minus 1 D. If we have to calculate the third term will be A, which is the first term, plus 3 minus 1 into D, which will be 14 plus 2D. Now we don't know the value of D, therefore we are stuck over here. We cannot calculate the value of third term at the moment. To find D, question has given some additional information to us, which is that the first 5 terms will have the same magnitude but an opposite sign in terms of sum. So we can say that sum of 5 terms, or the sum of first 5 terms, is equal to sum of the 10 terms with a negative sign. Now if we say that the sum of, what should be the sum of 5 terms, we know that for sum we use S is equals to half into n into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. For the first 5 terms we can say half into n into 2a. Our a is 14, therefore 2 into 14 or 2a will be 28. I will directly write 28 over here. Half into 5 into 28 or 2a plus n minus 1 or 5 minus 1 d. This is the sum of first 5 terms. If I simplify it, half into 5 is 2.5, 28 plus 4d, which will be 2.5 into 28 is 70, and 4 into 2.5 is 10d. This is the sum of first 5 terms. So in our S5, or sum of 5 is equals to negative S of 10, we know that S of 5 should be 70 plus 10d. Now let us look at sum of 10 terms. Sum of 10 terms should be half into, if we have 10 terms, n will be 10 into 2a. 2a will remain the same, which is 2a is 28 plus n minus 1 or 10 minus 1 is 9d. So if I simplify this part, it will be 5 into 28 plus 9d, which will be 5 into 28 is 140 plus 9 into 5 is 45d. Now we can write the equation, which is S5 is equals to negative S10. This will be S5 is 70 plus 10d is equals to negative 140 plus 45d. This will be 70 plus 10d is equals to negative 140 negative 45d. If I solve this for d, it will be 55d is equal to negative 210, and d will be negative 42 over 11. Now we can use these value over here where we were stuck. So our third term, if I rewrite this over here, our third term will be 14 plus 2 into our d's value, and our d's value is negative 42 over 11 from here. So if you solve this, 2 into 42 is 84, 84 over 11, 84 divided by 11 is equivalent to something which is 7.636 plus 14. If you use your calculators and solve it, it will be equivalent to how much? It will be equivalent to A. Let me solve this. 2 into 42 is 84 over 11. Taking LCM, let me solve this over here. Taking an LCM, it will be 14 into 11, which is 154. 154 minus 84 over 11, and if you subtract 154 minus 84, it is 70 over 11, which means that 6 whole 4 over 11. As discussed in chapter 3, we can solve this and convert it into this. My main purpose of this video is just to solve this chapter, therefore I haven't gone into details of solving the questions. So our 4.16 will have answer as A.